guys, it's Tori. With Logan being in theaters, I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about a new character the movie is going to introduce, and how to read up on the character after you watch the film. X-23, whose real name is Laura Kinney, is a female clone of Wolverine who was specifically designed and raised to become the ultimate killing machine. Their goal was to take one of the most powerful mutants ever, Wolverine, and copy his healing factor, his razor-sharp claws, and his horrible temper, and mass-produce soldiers that they could, of course, sell to the highest bidder. X-23 was the 23rd attempt at creating this clone, and due to limitations of genetic tinkering, the clone was female as a side effect. Her origin as a clone of Wolverine may seem like her big defining feature, but it's actually the least important part of her character. Despite her birth, Laura will eventually go on to become not only an invaluable member of the X-Men, but actually takes over the mantle of the Wolverine after the death of Logan's storyline. Before that can happen though, she has to deal with all the evil shit in her life and fight the very nature of who she was born to be. Most of her books involve various aspects of her terrible childhood, how she's fighting to become part of something better. These follow a large variety of themes, including depression, self-harm, prostitution, and murder. So much murder. Marvel has recently rebooted their comic book universe for the 10,000th time, with a line called All New, All Different, and most of its books have started over at issue 1. This makes Wolverine 1, where Laura is the main character, my recommended starting point for the character. She begins the book a hero and an X-Men, but even after all that, she still struggles with who she is and who others want her to be. X-23 is a compelling character with a dark and tortured past. And even though you won't see much of this history in the newer books, I feel like you'll appreciate her origin stories much more when you can see how far she comes. After Wolverine #1, there are many great stories, and luckily a large amount of them have been compiled into a 2-volume set called X-23, The Complete Collection. Not all the stories in these volumes are great, but most of the great ones are in here, and for only $30 per volume, it's much cheaper than trying to find them individually. The collection covers most of X-23's life during her time in the Weapon X program, as well as after its fall and the death of her mother. From there, we see how she continues on after there is no mission to be given and everything she's known is gone. However, the collection doesn't include one of my favorites, X-Force, Angels and Demons. This story tells of Laura's biggest regression to the killer X-23, when the current X-Men leader Cyclops tasks her with a top-secret assassination. The struggle of Laura to fight her nature, and Logan's desire to break Cyclops' face because of it, makes the story very engaging. Laura Kinney is a character whose destiny was decided from before she was even born. However, it's how she grows past it and fights tooth and adamantium claw to become something more that makes her such a compelling and relatable character. Thanks for watching, guys, and let me know what you want me to cover next, and do me a favor and hit the subscribe button.